shows contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.
What's up, everybody? It's Raphael G on the R&R Show, and we are live on the LDM Network. I'm sorry, I got to put down the volume. You know what it is. I got to share everything now because I am on live. They don't do the watch party shit no more. Okay? So I'm going to just, share it to everybody. Anyway, share with post, all that good bullshit. Evelise is watching, yes. Evelise is one of my top listeners here at the LDM network and everything. Everybody, how you doing? I'm just sending out the invites so y'all can watch the show and all that good shit. Charles, I just sent you one. I don't give a fuck if you already got it. I know you're over here doing the show with me. Welcome, Charles Laloma, to the house. Charles Laloma. He's in the house and shit. Everybody who's logged on, I hope everybody's logging on. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome. A couple of things I want to talk about. I'm not going to talk about the Travis Scott situation because it's none of my business. All I can say is that there was no control at this situation. Happy Veterans Day to you too, my brother. Love you also, Mr. Beer Pierce. It's tragic what happened, but it goes to show how today's animals don't give a fuck about anybody else. Because you're going to tell me you got an ambulance that's trying to get through the crowd and a bunch of knuckleheads on top of the ambulance that is trying to go help people. And nobody did shit about it. And I blame this on cancel culture. I blame this on you. Even though Travis Scott can't control what goes on in the crowd, but he can control the crowd somewhat when he's performing. The reason why I blame this on cancel culture is because you guys were the ones saying security is too rough at these concerts. Cops are too rough. Assholes this. Because of other bad seeds, there's a lot of people to be like, you know what? What's the purpose of me being a security guard or being a cop to try to make some extra money at a concert as a security guard? Okay? And Yvette, how are you, honey? And you don't want cops around, so you're going to get amateurs who don't know how to deal with this, who don't know how to deal with crowd control. If you go to a concert where everything runs legitimately, as far as security, those are ex-cops. Those are cops probably working overtime. Those ex-military. But if you want to pay Jose Sanchez from up the block to be a security guard, hey, back, that's a security. At least if they give me like a badge, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Anyway, rest in peace to those people that passed away and people who are hurt. They're going to make a lot of money. And secondly, Charles, there was a 10-year-old at that concert.
Yeah, I think, it was a
10-year-old
that died?
A 10-year-old.
A 10-year-old that died?
A 10-year-old. The fuck you taking a 10-year-old to a fucking concert like that? A 10-year-old in my day was going to go see Hi Jadira, how are you, sweetheart? A 10-year-old in my day, Charles, we were going to go see Ice Capades, Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus, the Harlem Globetrotters. If we saw a concert, you know who we saw? The Jackson 5, a small concert and shit like that. Not these fucking way these idiots take a 10-year-old to a fucking Travis Scott.
When I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, what the heck was...
Why are you taking a 10-year-old to a Travis Scott concert? Listen, my daughter won't even send her 10-year-old to Vegas with her grandparents. Who the fuck takes a 10-year-old to go see a fucking Travis Scott concert? What is your 10-year-old doing listening to that music? Think about it. You know, these young parents now, bro, they got no sense. There's no sense. There's no sense at all. There's no sense at all. Why would you take a 10-year-old? That's like me taking my 8-year-old granddaughter to go see Cardi B. Think about it.
Any stand-up concert a kid shouldn't be, because he might got lost.
Yes.
It's a stand-up concert. Come on.
Come on, irresponsible white people. I'm sorry, Jadira, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And the funny part is it was blacks, whites, all kinds over there. Mm-hmm. Most of the guys they were interviewing were Indian guys. Oh my God, I was at the back of the stage. I was back in the crowd and I felt them coming pushing me from the behind. And then I said, no, 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 I got to get out of here. Then all of a sudden I was at the left side of the stadium. Then I was at the right side of the stadium. I don't know what happened. You know what happened? You were fucking drunk. You were high, you were fucking drunk. Yes, these days, exactly, Yvette, there's no control. There is no control over these kids. No control. I'm sorry to say that. I know it's like sounding like a broken record. I've talked about it on the show in the past. But here's a prime example. The parent took the child to a Travis Scott concert. Why would you do that? Like I said, it's like if me and Margie took our grandkids over to see Cardi B. Why would I take my granddaughter to see Cardi B if I don't want her listening to Cardi B on the radio? Think about it. You think I want my 9-year-old granddaughter walking around going, I don't want to gag, I don't want to choke, I want you to stick it back in the back part of my throat? You're training your grandkids to be whores. Okay? When we were taking the concerts, I remember my parents took us to concerts, Charles. We went to see Hector Lavoe at the park here in the Bronx. Gran Combo in Coney Island. Those were nice because everybody was entertained. The music was there. People were dancing. John, how are you? New Mexico in the house. Margie, what's up, babe? Think about it. Now you got people who passed away, people who are injured. These clowns are never going to learn. These clowns are never going to learn. The only way that we are going to take control of the situation that's going on in this country is to put some enforcement down to catch some of these people. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. Why did all those mobsters lasted as long as they did? Before I'm not talking about Al Capone. I'm not talking about John Gotti because those guys were divas. I'm talking about real gangsters. Why did they last so many years doing what they did? Because they didn't want the attention on them. Today, everybody and their mother is on Facebook committing a crime, causing some type of riot, fighting, disrespecting, and it's cool because they want the views. And then we got idiots that actually support people like that. I'm telling you right now, if 90% of the people in this world right now, the new generation, 90% of the new generation had any common sense, and I'm not talking about 90s babies. They still got some there with common sense. I'm talking about the 2000s, the ones that are just turning 21, the ones that are turning 22. I'm talking about them. And unfortunately, one of my daughters is part of that shit. But she has some common sense because she has a mother and a father. They didn't give a fuck. I'll kick the shit out of your ass. If they had common sense, half of these people, these artists that they support right now, would not be famous, Charles. Would not be famous. You guys talk shit about 6ix9ine and Travis Scott and Cardi B. You the guys that made them famous. You did, not us. Wasn't me. Mm-hmm. You think I'm going to support a guy with rainbow hair, says he's Mexican and Puerto Rican, joining the Bloods, and then when shit went down, he ratted out on all his boys? His time's coming. His time is coming. I'm telling you right now. I want to make an announcement that I will be featured December 1st on the Vero G Spotlight magazine. I got interviewed by her magazine for an article that's coming up on December 1st. I'm very proud of that. As everybody knows, I got the 2 books coming out. Thank you, Charles. I got the 2 books coming out in 2022, so a lot of good things are happening. I'm not boasting. I'm just sharing with the people who were there for me through this whole pandemic when I was out there doing TikTok videos and trying to make people laugh, trying to do my own stand-up on videos because a lot of clubs were closed and everything. I want to thank you all for that support, actually. I want to thank all of you for that because it made this possible for me to put my books out there and be featured on Vero's magazine. You know, some people might say, what the hell, who's Vero G or whatever. Let me tell you something. In today's world, if you're getting interviewed by any magazine, that's good publicity. Because in today's world, everybody goes on social media to read about what somebody else is doing. There's no such thing as going face-to-face anymore to find out what you really want to do. Am I right or wrong, Charles?
Yep.
You know? Thank you, Evelise. Thank you so much. Vero G's a hustler. She's an independent artist. I think she's won some awards on the LDM Music Awards, right, Charles?
Yep. She's a
three-time
nominee.
Three-time
One-time award winner this year.
Yeah. She's a 3-time nominee. This girl hustles, does her thing. So when she came over and asked me if I want to be interviewed, I jumped on it. Why? Because there goes somebody who's interested in seeing what I'm doing. And I give shout out to Vero G, baby. I love you. Thank you so much for everything. Yvette, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Yvette. You don't know how much that means to me. That's a lady that saw me when I was a kid, 15, 16 years old, 14 years old, until now. And she knows the bad I've done. She knows it. But I was a knucklehead. It's a growing experience. But it's people like her that put me in the line with my parents and uncles that I had and older people that I knew that put me in line when I got off the track and I am where I am today. They're not doing that today, Charles. They're not doing that. You don't have that figure anymore. You know why you don't have that figure, that father figure, that mother figure, whether it's relative or non-relative? Why? Because today's parents don't teach that to their kids. Hey, respect your elders. Respect your uncle. Respect your aunts. Respect your father, even though if they're not together. Respect your grandparents. I'll be damned. Let me tell you this right now. I'll be damned if anybody in my generation in my house disrespected our grandmother. All hell would have broken loose. You would have gotten your ass whooped, not only by your parents, but your brothers, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles. Everybody would bust your ass. Am I right or wrong, Charles?
Oh, no, you're definitely right.
You never disrespected your grandparents. Never. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is. But like I said, a lot of good things are happening. And I can't do it alone. I didn't do it alone because it took a group of people to support you and to help you and to see you succeed during your hardest and your best times. This is why I want to make this very clear to a lot of people who are watching. I done what I done to get where I'm at. Yes, it's hard. I'm the one that took the step. I'm the one that go out there and pay for my shirts to get done, do the promos, do everything on the show. The real boss of LDM just walked into the building. Miss Ria Laloma's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. But I have people like Charles that support my show. I got people like Yvette, my girl Margie, my daughter Jadira, my friend John Enriquez. John and I never met. Let me tell you a story. Hello from the LDMs out in the open talk show. Apollonia, what's going on, mama? What's going on? Hey. What I was saying, John is a loyal fan from New Mexico. Never met the guy. Let me tell you how things went. I met his brother while I was in the hospital in Elmhurst, New York. And I was talking to the lady who helps with the administration. Turns out, this is a small world, ladies and gentlemen, that the lady who worked in administration was a childhood friend of my childhood friends. And she found out I was a wrestler and everything. She bought a couple of shirts from me and everything. Vero, what's up, baby? I gave you a shout out for your magazine. Thank you so much, my love, for the support. Vero G's magazine comes out the first of every month. Support her. Independence. That's where we're going. So to make a long story short, I met her. She bought some shirts. A gentleman that used to work there was visiting that day and said, hey, man, I love your shirts. I would like to buy one for my brother who's in New Mexico. I live right across the street from the hospital. Went right to the hospital. I went straight from the hospital to my house, picked up a couple of shirts. I came back. I gave it to them. I bought it for him. He sent it to his brother. His brother looked me up on social media, and we've been friends ever since. Loyal person, a New Yorker from Puerto Rico who came over and went over to New Mexico and did his thing. Why? Because he saw something, and I support that. And he knows that I've taken care of him. Great guy. Thank you, John, for being a loyal listener from New Mexico. Bought the mask, bought the shirt from my listening deal, and used it for Halloween.
He's on watching right now.
What are you talking, Charles?
I said that he's on watching right now.
Yeah, I know he's on right now. That's my boy John, my Puerto Rican Mexican. All right. No, God bless you, John. God bless you, because it's people like you that help me keep going. All right, to all my fans, to all the people who support me, I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate all of you. I love you all, whether I met you or not. I love you all, whether we got along or not. I got no hate. I got no hate. All right, I got an interesting topic that I want to share with everyone. Okay, I want to share this with everyone. It's an interesting topic. It's something that I put up earlier today, and I got some decent answers. And just let me get to it. Please bear with me. It was something that I put up earlier today that brought up some interesting answers.
Was it the porn one?
No porn. That's with the monkeys. I did that with the monkeys. All right, here we go. I hope Rhea listens to this, because this one will start a fight at their house. All right, here we go. The question is, if a wife takes money out of her husband's wallet without him knowing, is that stealing? Again, I will ask this question. If a wife takes money out of her husband's wallet without him knowing, is that stealing? I'm going to give you the answers that I got first on social media. Then I'll give my opinion. Charles will give his opinion first, because you know me, I got to be a drama queen. I have to show everybody. Okay, here we go. Atiba Morales says, yes, that's stealing unless he said way beforehand, and that's cool. Bernadette Starr said, yup, all day. My daughter Jadira, now you can tell she's my daughter by the answer.
I know, I see that answer.
By the answer that I'm about to give. You can tell she's my daughter. Nope, it's not. Whatever is hers, and whatever is his is hers. That's my daughter saying that. My girl Margie said, yes, because you're taking something without asking, and it doesn't matter if it's your husband or not. It's still stealing. Now, Charles, you shared it on the show, and you got some comments from the LDM. I'm going to read those too. Javier Lewis, who just did a show here previously. It's not stealing, but she should tell him, or he should tell her, or she should tell her, or he should tell. What the fuck, Lewis? You're more confused than ever. Whatever floats your boat, but don't take without letting them know. Nelly Mendez says, no, it's either for a hard day's work or 50-50. Now, Apollonia says it's called borrowing. Again, if you're listening to the show, the question was, if your wife goes into your wallet without letting you know and takes money out, is that called stealing? Charles, what's your opinion? Rhea, you still here? Okay, you could give her the mic if she doesn't want to get on the show. I want to know what she got to say.
It all depends on what rules you set from the beginning.
Okay.
Like we have our little side on the table, and we just put our money there. So if we need cash, because we don't like to carry cash,
right?
But if we need it, we grab it from there and we go on our way.
Okay.
So it's not now. She'll say, "Hey, I'm taking 10," just in case I would have like, "No, I needed that 10,"
right,
or something like that.
Right.
But it's not stealing if you made that abundant to the beginning.
Okay, but
now if you didn't, it's stealing.
Right, because now, like I said, you guys have an agreement on that.
Right. If you never had an agreement,
if you
and you
never
just
had
go in the
an
wallet,
and you said, you know what, I'm going to put my cash here because in case I need it,
right?
I have it there. And she comes and takes it without telling you. Do you consider that stealing?
No, because it's all of us, because we had that agreement.
Listen to what I said, Charles. If you decided to do that, not Rhea. Rhea has her own thing on the side, let's say.
Right.
You decide, like, every day you take all your singles. You put your singles in a jar. You keep your 5s and your 10s. You doing it because you want to save.
In my stripper jar?
In your stripper jar.
Okay.
Yeah, for the blind and the deaf.
Right.
Now, Rhea comes and says, hey, shit, man, he got like $30 in here. I'm going to take 10 of it, 15 of it. Without telling him, is that considered stealing?
That's stealing.
Right?
Because we didn't have an agreement that you can just take it from there. But if she says, hey, I'm going to take 10, I need 10.
That's fine.
Right.
Exactly. Now, my opinion.
But if you're a husband and wife, like legally, like we are,
yeah,
it's pretty much not, because at the end of the day, or both money goes together. But if you go into the person's wallet while he laying down, sneaking, it's you just pull the Cardi B.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
You just pull the Cardi B.
Rhea's a good wife. That's why y'all lasted long. Mine lasted 20 years, but I had to put money away like in my donuts and shit. All right. Apollonia Cruz says, when the wife does it, it's not right. But when the hooker does it, it's called stealing.
No, it's called Cardi B.
It's called Cardi B. My opinion is, if you go into your husband's wallet and take his money without permission, I don't give a fuck how many years you guys are married, that's stealing. That's stealing. Mm-hmm. Because if I got money in my wallet, that means that's left over from what I paid from the bills. I worked for that money.
Right.
No matter how many years you guys are married, every single couple has that one pot where they share, and whatever's left over is yours. Because you have the right, as a husband or a wife, or significant other, whatever it is, to spend what you want to spend on yourself. You have that right. Mm-hmm. Hey, babe, we got the car. We got to put this much away for the car, this much away for light, this much away for rent, this much away for food. Whatever you got left in your pocket, that's on you. Whatever you got left on your pocket, that's on you. You don't go into your significant other's wallet and count, oh, he got $60, I'm taking 20.
Yeah.
How do you know I didn't need that $60 for something I wanted?
Yeah. See, no, but that right there, in that sense, what you said, is not more than stealing. It's more than being greedy. Because you already spent your money, now you won't grab my money. That's greediness.
No, I think it's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's basically a disrespectful greediness thief. There we go.
No, I'm being honest, because you got guys who'll be like, I don't care, it's our money. No, it's not. Mm-mm. No, it's not. It's not our money, because if it was our money, it wouldn't be in your wallet.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's times I have like $10 in my pocket, but then I'll put 20 or 30 on the thing. That's for all of us to share. Mm-hmm. But that $10 is because I know either I got to pay for the parking or something, you know?
Yeah, because let me tell you something. I lived with my ex-wife for 20 years. And sometimes either I was short on cash or she was short on cash. She would tell me, hey, go in my purse and take out $20 and get this for both of us. I used to bring her the whole purse. She goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm not going in your purse.
Exactly. Thank you.
I'm not going in your purse, because if something ends up missing, my DNA is on that. I'm keeping it as real as I can keep it.
Okay, Law and Order. and
No,
CIS.
and there's a reason why I say this. You know why? Because my wife's ex-family, my ex-wife's family, they were too much into each other's business. So when the sister came over, she would tell the sister, yeah, go in my purse, take this out, whatever, so we can go do something. So then, let's say I'm not saying the sister was a thief, but let's say she took out 40 instead of 20, didn't say nothing, and they go out do their thing. And now my ex-wife count money that when they put out $1, I'm gonna show you how they used to do it. I ain't lying to y'all. Ecuadorians are like the Polish Mexicans of South America. These motherfuckers will go, and when they take $1, they go.
Mm-hmm. To make sure nothing to stick.
Okay, he goes. And I'm like, what are you doing? Just take out $2. No, I gotta make sure it's $2. Oh, she counted everything. She knew how many roaches were in the house and everything. She knew all that shit. If there was less roaches, who killed them? Deadass, she knew everything. So one day, she's in the shower. She goes, I said, babe, I got to go to the store. I'm short on cash. I don't want to go to the bank because it was far away. She was like, go into my purse and take out $20 and get it because we need that for cooking. I said, okay, fine. Me being stupid, I took out $20. When I went to the store and I come back, she's like, why you took 40? I said, I didn't take 40. I took 20. Well, I had $80, and now I'm down to 40. I was like, no, I took 20. No, because I said, no, wait, you told your sister to go in your purse earlier. And that started a war. Oh, are you accusing my sister of stealing? Yeah. Yeah. Why should I steal from the pot that I'm eating from? It doesn't make no sense. I don't have a drug habit. I'm not an alcoholic. So why should I take $20 from my pot that's going to feed me? Tell me that. It doesn't make no sense. That's the mistake that, listen, it's beautiful if you've been with somebody for crazy-ass years and you love them to death. You've been through hell and back. You're doing your thing. That's all fine and dandy. Money will change anybody. I don't give a shit who you are. Money will change anybody. I don't care who you are. I've met Mexicans and Dominicans, Ecuadorians that came from these countries to here to work, and because they make $15 an hour, they want to act that they're richer than their own people. Because $1 here is like $10 or $20 over there. So they'll send money over there. They'll send $50, which is shit here. But the $50 will give them $300. And when they get down there, oh, I'm rich. I sent $50. And they make it rain. They don't know you're going to get robbed in these fucking countries. Your own family will rob you in these countries. Listen, I love my family to death, but I don't need my brother in my wallet. I don't need my wife in my wallet. That's my business. The only way you can go in my wallet is if I'm in a coma and the doctor needs to see an ID. That's the only way. When you do your show, I'm going to go on your show. I'm going to bust your ass.
And even that, they got to use my hands to go inside the wallet.
Yeah. Because let me tell you something. It's not that I got anything to hide. I got Face ID, DNA test, retinal scan on my phone. And the only one that has the passwords is my brother. Anything happens to me, you have to get in there to contact whoever you got to contact. Margie has tried many times. This nigga won't. The face will be, and the thing will tell her, nah, not today. Sorry. I'm only kidding. Margie wouldn't do that. My family would rob the corns off my feet. Apollonia, and you ain't got, if they're going to rob the corns off your feet, you got some big-ass feet. I'm going to tell you right now. How many corns you got? Shit. If they're going to make soap out with it? I see you, Rhea. Thank you. Right there, I'm going to kick your ass. Anyway, Charles, come on, let's be real. Let's keep it real, Charles. If they're going to take money without telling you, at least tell you, babe, I'm going to your wallet, take $20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they don't say, it's definitely it.
It's fucking.
Because we have our, like, the money on the side, but at least she'll be like, I'm going to take 10, you know. You still don't take it because then now not only that you're stealing, but now I'm thinking there's $20 there, and in my mind I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go here,
You know, but
and then all of a sudden I look, it's only 10.
you know, let's get one thing straight. You know, no matter if it's the woman or the man, I'm not trying to blame the woman. That was just the question that I found. But let's keep it real. Let's say, damn, you know, money's kind of tight for a lot of people these days. That $20, you're saving it for, damn, you know, I can go to Wendy's, get a $5 biggie bag. At least I can get 2 days lunch out of it. You know what I'm saying, Charles?
Oh yeah.
Now you go and you're hungry as shit and say, damn, let me go to Wendy's, get a $5 biggie bag, and $20 is gone. You call your wife, yo, I had $20 in my wallet so I can get some lunch. What happened to it? Oh, I took the $20 and bought a bag of rice. Okay, so why didn't you cook me lunch with that bag of rice? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it as real as we can keep it.
That's like when you see that half a gallon of milk.
Yeah.
You be like, yeah, you get your cookies, you get your sandwich ready, and then you go grab the milk, a little damn drip of milk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much
You
what
know,
it
that's
is.
pretty much it. Listen, let's get one thing straight. I do my DJing, my comedy, my wrestling, my talk show, and now I'm doing my $2. I'm not rich. It takes money to make money. And this year was hard for a lot of us that were fortunate enough to still have jobs, but because a lot of places closed down and this and that, other companies took advantage and rolled their prices. Look at the price of gas. I thank God I got a company that lets me use their gas card.
What's the lowest you've seen so far? I've seen 380, and that was the
lowest
silver.
I've seen-
That was the middle one.
In regular, the lowest I've seen was $3.24.
All right.
$3.24, but it's the type of gas that you wouldn't dare put in your car. It's more like Bacardi in a machine, you know? Let's keep it real. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in it. People going, listen, my girl comes to my house every weekend, okay? And she'll have money in her pocket, money in her wallet, or whatever. And she sometimes sleeps with it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, you know, I don't want to. I said, I don't know where you live at, but here in this house, you ain't got to worry about that shit. I'm keeping it as real as I can keep it.
Makes you feel the kind of way.
Yeah, and she was like, you know, you're absolutely right. She could leave $100, $200 on my dresser. I've left money on my dresser. I've left quarters and all kinds of shit on my dresser. I can go to the bathroom, take a shower, go out to the store, come back, and the same amount that I left on her dresser is there.
Yep.
And you know what she'll do? You know what she does? She takes, amen, I make being broke look pretty. Exactly, Apollonia. You got to make it, you know. Let me tell you something. You know why rich people last with their money? Because they think like poor people. Mm-hmm. Rich people think like poor people because they don't want to lose it. Our mistake, being the minority, when we get money, we act like rich people. And we're broke. But I was saying, I'll come and she'll take all the quarters and put them to the side, take the nickels, dimes, and pennies and put in my Joker bank. She'll be like, here, babe, that's for your laundry. Let me tell you something. 25 cents gives you 6 minutes in the dryer.
Yep.
That goes a long way. Some places even 7 to 8 minutes. You know what I'm saying, Charles? So that's just going to last. It's going to last. It's going to last. And you got to have trust. You got to have the trust. I'm being honest. Listen, I'll give you an example. Charles, this morning I go to the store to buy breakfast, right? Lady buys a coffee and a croissant. It was $2.75. She gives the guy $3. The guy gives the quarter, and she's walking away. I said, miss, you left your quarter. You know what she said? Thank you. That's 25 cents that I can use to do my laundry.
Hey.
That's 6 minutes, nigga, that you can get on a dryer.
Oh, yeah.
6 minutes on high will help your shit out. You know what I'm saying, Charles?
Big time.
You know how high that dryer gets in 6 minutes?
Shit. I don't even bother. I keep my quarter and I just air dry the shit in my house.
Yeah, but you know, if you gotta do something in a rush,
Yeah.
damn, you know, I gotta get this shirt dry. You know, 6 minutes, boom,
Yep.
on high, bam, done. You good. You know what I'm saying? You good.
But you know how you can save that quarter too? You look around and when nobody's looking, you throw your shirt.
Let me tell you something. I
Throw
ain't
your
no
shirt
shame.
inside.
I got no shame in picking up coins. Let me tell you something. It's not that I'm being greedy. It's not that I'm poor. I got no shame in that.
Nah.
I got no shame in that. Shit. Yo, I had to use my change in my Joker not too long ago. You know how much I had in there, Charles? Like $30, $40 in nickels, dimes, and pennies. Charles hangs his clothes to dry at home and saves his quarters.
That's what I just said.
Charles is a Puerto Rican Jew. Believe me when I tell you. He has a van. He'll leave it parked here and rent a scooter
Hell yeah.
and take it home. I mean, Charles, there's no parking around my house. I'm leaving that shit right here.
The scooter costs $5 to go to my house.
That's
the parking
it.
costs $15.
Damn right.
The car staying right here.
Exactly, bro. Fuck that shit, man. People realize this. The reason why we're still poor because when we get money, we act like the rich.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy restaurants. Stuff for this, stuff for that.
Your third TV.
Your third TV. He waters down his Tide and Downy. This nigga goes into laundromats and goes into the recycling of the laundromat and gets all the Downies to make one bottle. He'd be like, look, they left a quarter of a jar here, nigga. Fuck that shit.
I
Fuck
tell
that
you,
shit.
when they're not looking, I throw my shirt in their dryer.
That's it, bro. Fuck that. I wait till she folds it and be like, hey, excuse me, that's mine.
Yeah, how the heck you got my stuff?
Damn right. I'm keeping it real. I got no shame. I got no shame in that. Because my generation, and I can't speak for all of them, but for my generation, we were taught to value everything we got. When growing up, I didn't have Nintendo. I didn't have Atari. I used to play with it in the boys' club. Boys' clubs on 10th Street in the Lower East Side had a game room that they used to let us play. That's how I learned to play video games on TV because they had it. We couldn't afford fucking Nintendo. We couldn't afford the fucking PlayStation and shit like that. It wasn't until I got older that the first PlayStation I ever got was that my brother gave it to me because he was in the Army and they gave it to me as a gift. After that, you think, I was going to fuck that. I wasn't playing no fucking PlayStation. I'm not a gamer. Listen, you don't make money sitting on your ass all day playing basketball with your friends. To all you guys, that's another topic I want to talk about. Ladies, why do you tolerate your man sitting for 6 to 7 hours in front of a game room in his house and you say it's okay? But then you complain that he's no good. Explain that to me. I see all kinds of shit on social media about women upset that they actually get mad at the guy and break his fucking PlayStation or fucking tell him, yo, I don't mind you playing, but give me some time and the kids too.
Now, if they are a gamer, there's a big difference because people keep calling themselves gamers. You're only a gamer if you're getting paid.
Exactly.
There are gamers that get thousands of dollars.
And that's fine because they're testing out the games or they're in competitions. Right. But come on, bro. You got a 9 to 5, 2 kids at home, a beautiful wife. You go home, you have your dinner, you talk to your little kids for a while, and you spend 4 or 5 hours playing games because your boys want to be like, yo, son, I could kick your ass on Madden.
Shit, I used to.
All right? Yeah, but still, man.
I used to make sure I had 2 hours with my brother at least.
Look, the man
day.
sits over 6 hours to watch a game at home and lasts 5 minutes during sex. See, that's their problem.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got the
Not
5.
Me. Not me. I don't game. I last way longer than 5 minutes. My girl can vouch for that. She ain't got no shame in telling you that. She's done it before. I ain't got no game. When it comes down to sex, I take that shit seriously like a fucking chemistry test. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm going to get my license at the DMV. I focus on that shit. I take my fucking time. Listen, I don't mind recreational shit once in a while. That's fine. Play with your kids for a little bit. But when you're teaching your kids it's okay to stay in front of the computer for fucking 6 hours and do nothing productive. Mm-hmm. That's how the generation gets fucked up. I got nothing against it. Hey, I would like to play a game here once in a while. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that, but come on. Why am I going to play with a joystick when I got a woman that can play with my joystick?
True.
Let's think about it, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like today, the teacher told me, "Oh my God, we're actually gonna give your son another test because it looks like he's on the second grade level, and he's in kindergarten. We might skip him." I was like, "Well, let me know because we're not hood. That's why my kid is smart like that."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't have. You could be hood and have a smart kid. You know,
but I'm saying.
But what I see with your son, I see your son playing games, but he's playing educational games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Educational games. Because last week when I was here, I was like, Charles, he's playing chess.
Yeah,
And you said, Ralph, he's into it. I'm not gonna bother him.
I just got him his chessboard, and we just left it there because we're finishing up our game.
Yeah.
But I got him. I think I got him in 3 moves. 3 more moves.
Yeah, but he'll whip your ass.
Sooner or later, he's gonna start winning me.
And I'm watching him play chess on the game. I'm like,
yep.
This kid is
He
playing
plays
chess.
he plays
and I know
online.
kids his age that want to play Spider-Man,
Nope.
Grand Theft Auto. What's that other one? That famous one everybody plays?
Minecraft.
Not Minecraft. That war one.
Or War of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Yeah.
Call of Duty. This kid's playing chess.
Yeah, he plays people online.
Chess. And how old is he?
5.
5. God bless him. I wish some of my grandkids. I'm a chess queen. Okay. You do your thing, Miss Queen. Checkmate. Do your thing.
Yeah, but you have to show them and
man.
He doesn't spend his money like that. We show him what not to do.
Yeah.
Because people got to understand, if you want to so-called break the cycle, like people say, "Oh, I want to show my kid or give my kid things I never had." Give him an education, because I bet you didn't have that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm giving the kid what I didn't have.
It's okay to treat your child to something. We're not trying to sound here like we're cheap motherfuckers.
Right.
It's good to treat your child to something that you didn't have. You're right. You never had it.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to earn it. Once you give it away for free, they're going to take advantage of it. Whether it's your child, your wife, your friends, your cousins. Everybody will take advantage of it because why? It was free.
Mm-hmm.
Free. Okay? Because it was free. That's why they're going to take advantage of it. We had to earn, to go to class, to go on trips and vacation. We had to earn that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not only about, doing all your homework and everything. Anybody can do their homework. Helping around the house. Listen, my mother raised 3 boys and 1 girl. And everything she taught the girls, she taught the 3 boys. We all know how to cook. We all know how to clean. We all know how to do laundry. We all know how to iron. We all know how to fold our clothes. Why? Because our mothers showed us that one day she's not going to be around no more. There are guys out there that can't cook a 2-minute egg.
Mm-hmm.
Takes them 3 hours to cook minute rice. Let's keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
My generation is the last generation where your mother will be like, mira, parate aquí, stand next to me. Pass me the vinegar. Pass me the oil. Pass me the sazon. Pass me the adobo. Okay? While she's mixing it, she's telling you, put a little bit. Not too much.
You got to feel it.
Feel it. That taught me how to season food.
Mm-hmm.
I can cook rice and beans. I can cook chicken. I can cook panini. I can cook pasta. Anybody can make a salad. Well, I can't say anybody. But anybody can make a salad. Anybody can fry an egg and put it between 2 breads and eat it. Anybody can do that. But that's just to survive. I learned how to live. There's a difference. Listen to what I'm saying. You can survive or you can live. My mother showed us how to live. There's guys out there that once they get divorced and the woman who was cooking all the time and all that shit, motherfuckers are losing 30, 70 fucking pounds because all they're eating is Chef Boyardee spaghetti. That's all they know how to cook. They don't know how to use. Listen, I'm not a microwave chef. Let's get that out the way. There's too many of you guys out there. Oh, now we got air fryers. I don't need you. I got an air fryer. How much can you do in an air fryer? You can't cook up a meal. Unless you got a huge air fryer.
Yeah, you got to have the big one.
And if you got that, you got money. You got money. Listen, when I first met my girl, she was like, oh, you know how to cook? I said, yeah. I make a nasty pastelón, bro. Nasty pastelón. My grandmother's recipe. My girl loves that shit. She's been begging me for weeks, babe. You know, it's getting around that season. The pastelón. Yeah. I used to sit there and grind bananas, green bananas with my mother to make pasteles. I got scars on my fingers from el guayo, baby.
Right.
All right? Because I sat down, my mother made pasteles. Pastele season's coming. Mm-hmm. Fuck pumpkin spice. I want coquito. Okay? Fuck that shit. I want coquito. I stood there peeling potatoes and everything, and I saw to make ensalada de papa, potato salad with my mother. I had to learn all that. And yeah, when you're young, you're like, oh, man, you're over here doing this. Oh, this is fucking bullshit. Mm-hmm. This is fucking bullshit. And then you leave this much left of a guinea, my mother be like, I wanted this much. And you're going there hoping you don't cut your fucking nails, Charles.
I used to use a fork. I used to try.
I would do the fork thing, too.
Or the clippers. I used to try to have the
I would do the fork thing, too. Don't get me wrong, but my mother was old school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then you're mad because you're fucking doing it, but you didn't complain when you ate it.
Nope.
It's like the saying goes, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Mm-hmm. Remember that. I appreciate, listen, I'm 50 years old. I'll be 51 next year. And let me tell you something. At this time in my life, I say to myself, thank God I had parents the way I had my parents. Because I would have never survived. I would have never survived.
Yep.
When I got divorced, everybody was like, oh, how's he going to handle himself? How's he going to do this? Let me tell you, before I met my ex-wife, I already knew how to cook. I met her in the laundromat when I was doing my clothes. And she was impressed the way I was folding my shirts. My mother showed us how to iron our pants. I'm going to tell you some old school shit. Charles, you could relate to this, Charles. Apollonia, I know you could relate to this too. John, I know you could relate to this because you're from New York. How did we make the best creases on your pants back in the 70s and 80s?
Under the bed. I used to put it in between the mattresses.
No.
No. But,
that was one of them, but when you had to iron your clothes.
Yeah.
What was the best way to make a crease? Man, because I can make a crease on my pants that'll cut paper. Old school, baby. Mm-hmm. Old school. A bottle of water.
Yep.
A paper bag. And an iron. You put it over the fucking crease it on with a paper bag. Mm-hmm. Spray the pants first. Put the paper bag. Mm-hmm. Spray the paper bag. Go with the iron. Ooh. You gonna tell me you ain't no shit. My mother taught us how to iron. And if you have money, back in them days, you bought the big green starch can. Remember that shit, Charles?
Oh, yeah.
Old school. Let's take it back to the old. Let's take it back. Puerto Ricans were the first ones to create recycling. Remember that. Latinos, we were the first ones to create recycling, and we don't get credit for it. Give you an example. How many of those green cracker cans really have crackers in them? Let's keep it real. How many of those green galleta cans really have galletas in it? My uncle used to pay me to iron their pants and shirts. I used to get paid in the service to do it. Our dress uniforms, Charles? Ooh, I make money.
No, and the issue was with that, my dad was in the Army. So your shirts had to be creased.
Yeah.
It had to be perfect. So that's why I said I used to
Listen,
put it
when
under
my
the
brother was
bed.
in the Navy, my brother had beautiful fucking the white uniform. My brother had beautiful uniform. And I used to see my brother, I used to fucking be amazed on how my brother would iron his shirts. And he was like, yo, if I didn't have my mother teach me how to do this shit, I would never pass these fucking surprise inspections. Green cans, homemade flower pots. Yeah.
Nowadays, they're like, let me show you how to cook. You open your phone, right? You download this app. You call that person, and they bring you your food. That's how they teach them how to cook.
Shit, fuck out of here. How many fucking cookie cans? You thought it was that butter flavored cookie. Remember that shit, Charles?
And it was your sewing kit.
It was your mother's sewing kit. How many of those did you find in the house? You went, oh,
I
shit, let me
still
get a
do
cookie.
it.
And you get in there, put your hand in there, you get fucking poked by the needle. How many?
We still have our little cookie thing where it has the sewing kit.
How many of you motherfuckers out there would finish a gallon of milk, clean it out, and make Kool-Aid in it? Mm-hmm. You gonna tell me Latinos didn't create recycling? Come on. Come on now.
You knew how many times we ordered Chinese food because we kept the trays.
Yes. Yes. Ketchup bottles running low. What you put in it? Water. Shake it. Same shit. Same shit. I'll give you a prime example. Me and Margie went shopping last week. She told me, babe, buy some hot dogs. And my wife knows how, my girl knows how, I'm not going to say my wife. My girl knows how I think. We bought a pack of hot dogs, real hot dogs, Sabrettes. She comes out and tells me, hey, I want to buy you hot dog buns. I said, for what? Oh, for the hot dogs, babe. For what? Babe, for the hot dogs. I said, honey, I just bought a large fucking pack of white sliced bread, Charles. Mm. Same shit. Flat sandwich, curved hot dog. It's the same shit.
Yeah, remember the Wonder Bread? It was, what you wondering it is? Is it a hot dog bread or hamburger bread or sandwich bread? Because we used it for all of them.
Exactly. Let's keep it real, my Latinos. You're going to tell me we didn't create recycling. How many cans you got on the oven? One is bacon grease, chicken grease, and fish grease. How many of them? How many times you try to cook, you try to fry something, try to throw out the oil, and your mother said, mira, ni te atrevas.
Yep.
Ese aceite todavía vale. You just strain and keep the crumbs out, or you put it in in the old fucking manteca jars. And the reason why we kept it on the stove, I'll tell you why we kept it next to the stove. So it doesn't turn white and hard. So whenever you cook something else, it kept it warm. So it was ready to use. Latinos, we created that. Nobody else did that shit. We've been doing that shit for years. How many times your mother had chicken and she bought a pack of Lipton? Mm-hmm. Charles, chicken soup, homemade chicken soup. All she had to do was add potatoes. We was good. Yeah. And eat some white rice with that shit. John, no, we used to put the oil in the coffee cans. Yes. Yes. This generation doesn't know about that. This generation doesn't know about that. Let me tell you something. My grandmother did this with us. Like I said, we were poor. We didn't have what everybody else had, but we were happy with what we had. Let me tell you, you want a cheap treat to give a child? You teach a child how to make something cheap that tastes good, that child will love you forever. There's a saying, I can take you fishing one day, you'll eat once. But if I teach you how to fish, you'll eat forever. Listen to what I'm saying. These are words that were told to me. I can take you to fish and you'll eat for one day, but if I teach you how to fish, you'll eat forever. My grandmother used to buy a pack of bananas, Charlie. Mm-hmm. Friday nights when we used to sit down and watch on the holidays, fucking Charlie Brown, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all this shit. You know what she used to do? She used to slice up the bananas, put it in a bowl, take whipped cream, put it on there. Damn it, that was the best damn fucking treat I've ever had in my life.
Oh, yeah.
No fancy ice cream. No fancy this or that. One banana, a little bit of fucking whipped cream. And as a kid, it was the most amazing thing you'll ever have. These kids these days don't know that. They want Starbucks. They want Wendy's frosty ice cream. McDonald's. Well, I can't say McDonald's because this shit never works.
Yeah, they're never on.
They don't know what that shit is. When we were hungry and we had no meat in the house, but we had bread and bananas, you had a banana sandwich. Mm-hmm. Charles, am I lying? You take the banana, cut it in half, put it between the breads, and what we used to do before we eat it, squash it.
Yep.
With a glass of milk before going to school. We survived. We lived. We know, our generation and the generations before us, we know what it is to take nothing and make it into something. How many times we had corned beef with white rice a couple of days in a week, and it was the most delicious shit. All you need is one potato. One potato, slice it down, put it in there.
And don't forget about the white rice with egg.
Yeah, white rice with eggs. The poor man's delicatessen. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what it is. The poor man's delicatessen was a piece of government cheese, a slice of Spam on bread with ketchup and an egg, and God damn it, that shit kept you full the whole damn day. Mm-hmm. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Let's keep it as real as we can keep it before we go. Like I said, my generation knows how to survive. I could take I could go to the supermarket and get 10 plátanos for $2. Slice it up. Fry it with fried eggs. Charles, with ketchup, greatest thing in the world. Right, Charles, am I lying?
Yeah.
You know I ain't lying. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Apollonia, look. What Apollonia just said, you can tell she's from the old school. Sweet banana sprinkled with Nestle's Quick powdered chocolate. Hell yeah. That was our fucking chocolate syrup. Nestle's Quick strawberry. Remember, Charles? It came in a steel can. You needed a spoon to open that shit up, and you didn't put it in the milk. You put it on your finger and went like this. Oh, man, what a sweet taste that shit was. Apollonia, I think that's when you found out you was going to be a drag queen because you put that shit over your lip. Let it sparkle, baby. You shined.
Lorraine said,
ain't nothing wrong with white rice and eggs, Lorraine. You logged in too late. Watch the replay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That was the poor man's delicacy.
That thing filled you up.
To this day, I do it.
I did what?
3
weeks ago.
My girl last week, she cooked me rice and beans and everything, Charles, with pork chops and everything, right? You know, so she gave me some to last a couple of days to take to work. The thing is, she made a lot of rice. I'm not the person to throw away that food, Charles. Mm-mm. I had rice and beans, yellow rice with beans, mixed in, you know, not separate white. The way Puerto Ricans really eat it is either plain yellow rice with beans on the side, plain white rice with beans on the side. When we say arroz con habichuela, that means it's mixed. Mm-hmm. And I had a big jar like this, Charles, left over. What did I do? I didn't put it in the microwave. I put it on the frying pan, Charles.
I fried
Fried my rice.
Oh.
And then I got another frying pan, fried 4 eggs. Put it on top of my rice. Put that shit with ketchup. Let me tell you something. That was the most delicious thing I had all fucking week. Mm-hmm. Apollonia, you know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying, Apollonia. White rice with ketchup. That was our fucking potato chips. That was ours. You take a green plantain, cut it up, make it hard with egg, fried egg, a little bit of salt and pepper, ketchup, and a fucking thing of water. That was delicious. Delicious. We had no shame in our game. There's no name brand shit. Charles, you and I grew up in the one of the... Come on now.
We grew up in the no-frills days.
In the no-frills days where we didn't know what was in the can, but we were excited we had one. Charles, remember the no-frills beef stew looked like dog food? Mm-hmm. But it had carrots and potatoes in that shit. You put a little bit of water in that pot. You fucking let it simmer. Kung pang. Kids these days want to go on road trips. Oh, we got to go to Starbucks and get coffee. We got to get breakfast at McDonald's. When we went on trips, my mother would buy 2 big Italian breads. They had 2 for $1. Remember, Charles? Mm-hmm. The 2 for $1. Cut it right down the middle, straight like this. She made one with mantequilla and one with mayonnaise, Charles. You know I ain't lying,
Yep.
Charles. Spiced ham with American cheese, regular ham with American cheese. Because if you liked it with butter, you ate it with butter. If you had it with mayonnaise, you ate it with mayonnaise. If you didn't know which one you want, you ate one, but you wasn't going hungry. Mm-hmm. I remember when we had no milk, I made chocolate milk. My man had to boil water and put 2 or 3 big spoons of Nestle's quick chocolate, let it boil slowly. We drank it. We made, exactly. You know what it is to survive.
She make hot cocoa. That's
Let
what
me
she
tell you
make.
something. We ate cereal with a fork. We ate cereal with a fork in our house sometimes to recycle the milk so my brother could have a meal after me. Keeping it as real as I can keep it. But that's the end of the show. Before we go, I want to salute all the veterans that served this country. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever you were that you served this country, you had a United States patch on your chest. Went overseas, did what you had to do because you had to do it. You followed your orders, you did what you had to do. Ain't no shame in that. I honor you. To my brother Carlos, 27 years, 7 tours, 5 beautiful daughters, and he came home to tell about it. I salute you, bro. To all my brothers and sisters out there who were in the military, who were reserves, National Guard. If you saw it in peacetime or you saw it in wartime, I salute you. Thank you. Because of you, I can say what I have to say on my show, and ain't nobody gonna fucking tell me no. Charles owns the spirit. He don't tell me nothing. Do your thing. This is what we're part of. You want to walk around in a dress and call yourself a woman? You got the privilege to do that because the guys who wore that uniform and gave us the right to fight for it. You want to kneel down in protest of police brutality? Thank the guys who fought for that flag so we can do it. Thank you for watching the R&R Show. My name is Raphael G. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. God bless you.
The following videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.